Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Montre, and I wanted to talk about this consciousness shift that is affecting everybody, better known as the Mandela effect. I like to think of it more so as a consciousness shift, though, and I more and more people have been really trying to find, I guess, an appropriate term to describe what is going on. And I've heard a lot of theories of why people think these things are happening, and I find it very interesting. I try to stay away from the doom and gloom uh, theories and the doom and gloom predictions of what may happen because we really don't know. Um, a lot of people in particular have been suggesting that perhaps we're all dead. And I'm thinking like, I myself do not personally believe that we are all dead. I do believe that it is some type of consciousness shift, and we may be moving into a new form of reality. And because there are some things that I remember that other people don't remember, and then people who have Mandela effects that I don't remember at all. I mean, like Looney Tunes, for example. I do remember tunes as Tunes, and there seems to be a majority of uh, people who are affected by the shift who agree with Toons. So that's where we differ on some parts, but there are other shifts in consciousness where I do agree with. So, and then there's some that actually there are some that I feel like I have a memory of both. So that becomes a weird place where I was like, wow, I kind of see both of them. And I don't know if you guys have felt like that, where um, you see something and they both make sense to you. Like you have a memory of both. And what I'm thinking is that this consciousness shift is we are becoming conscious of alternate probable realities. I'm gonna say that again. We're becoming conscious of alternate probable realities. Um, and because only one probable reality can exist in one space, um, this intertwining or this interweaving of these realities will wipe another one out, but may leave residual of another, and at the same time create more of a patchwork quilt of reality of bits and pieces of other ones. I hope I haven't lost you right there, but uh, that's what I'm thinking is happening. We have a patchwork quilt. Um, in previous videos, I've spoken about the fallen angels, the Anunnaki, the Sumerian tablets. I honestly believe, yes, that all has something to do with it, as well as CERN. Now, I'm not so much moving toward the Christian belief about things, because a lot of uh, Christian believers who have gotten onto the Mandela effect, or I'm starting to see stuff, and they're intertwining Christian beliefs in there as well, which is fine. Okay, I get it, and there's some things that with the Bible I do agree with, but I still believe that it is a man-made book that will have what's the word? It's changeable, or it's opinionated. It's which is why when people are talking about that the Bible's been changed, I said, doesn't it only prove the fact that if the Bible's been changed, then it's a work of mankind, because that would mean that there's a probability of it having different words. One YouTuber was talking about that the true word of God is actually, the Son of God and not the book. And that made sense to me, even though I'm not a Christian anymore and I don't quite agree with the Christian theology on things. But in regards to Revelation, especially Revelations 9:11 and Apollyon being in the pit, that really speaks about the sun god Apollo. And I've already said before that I believe that the sun god Apollo, who is supposedly in this pit in the book of Revelations 9:11, has something to do with it. I don't want to go off too far on a tangent though with those thoughts because I've already spoken about it in another video, and that will be redundant. Um, where do we go from here? The consciousness shift. I don't think we're done with the shifts in consciousness. I think that yes, we will see more. I have my own predictions that we are seeing more shifts that are going to include more people, and there are going to be shifts that people cannot deny. Like recently, Bragg's apple cider vinegar, which is a very popular vinegar, name brand, dropped the S. So things like this, where people are just very convinced, they're going to start seeing. You're going to start seeing more and more people, and a lot more people are going to start waking up. What I'm also seeing is a very interchangeable with certain vowels, and another YouTuber brought this up to attention that it's a lot of vowels, particularly E and A. Now, E and A are the name of a Sumerian god, Ea, the creation god. And it is just my theory and my thoughts that Ea, the creator god, who also warned Noah's the Sudra of the oncoming flood, and is also the creator of mankind in the Sumerian legends, could be possibly sending a message of warning or a message of hope to mankind through a certain few. I don't believe it's just a Christian thing because I'm not a Christian, and I have Christian friends who don't see this at all. So I don't think it's just isolated to, Christianity. There's New Agers who are in it. There's people who are neo-pagans, and they see the Mandela effects, and they call it the Sophia effect. So I'm seeing a large array of people with different beliefs. What do we have in common? Well, I think we're very creative, artistic people. I think we're very loving people. When the naysayers and the trolls and the government paid shills start commenting, I can definitely tell the difference between the two. I can tell the difference between somebody who is disagreeing with me and getting a comment to try to know my opinion, and versus somebody who probably is a paid shill. I think that, yes, they have sent out the watchdogs to put the sheep back into the stable, because more and more people are talking about it. More and more people have brought it up to people's attention. People are whispering and discussing about it, and the powers that be, whether it's the government or the corporations or whatever, they're listening. And I work in social media, so I know how corporations and businesses listen to online conversations, and they also input their little bit to control certain things. I don't know who, if it's the people who do CERN, if CERN has anything to do with it, if it's their people and they're sending out folks to do damage control because they know they fucked up, or if they're doing it on purpose. And that goes back to another theory. A lot of people think it's a psyop, and the only problem I have with that is that people have memories of actual physical landmarks changing, and a psyop just can't change that. And it's just simply that. I mean, like, I remember South Korea, or Korea period, North and South Korea, being lower on the map than it is now. It's up north, because I used to want to go teach in Korea, so I was studying on it. Now it's way up there. It used to be, as far as my memory serves me, by the Philippines, which was kind of weird when I saw that it was way up north, where I would think it would be cold and not warm. So And a lot of people who were talking about the Statue of Liberty and the bridge to Statue of Liberty, people who are from New York, saying that there wasn't a bridge to the Statue of Liberty, that you only had to take a ferry. I've never heard of a bridge to the Statue of Liberty either. Myself, I've only visited, but I didn't go to the Statue of Liberty. I can't really speak on it, but people who are from New York have said yes, there was no bridge, and so that can't really be a psyop. I mean, those are physical things that actually changed. South America, yes, I definitely remember South America being further to the west, but you know, maybe that has something to do. Also, with the maps changing, I'm thinking that may be a clue onto like the whole flat Earth stuff too. That might be something to look at. But the E's and the A's, I think we need to pay attention to that. There are more letters that are being changed. I see a lot of people whose names are being changed have some kind of German Jewish heritage. I don't know what the connection is with that. And products that are dropping letters or changing letters completely, you know, it makes me wary. Like, are these things that we should be taking or shouldn't be taking? I don't eat Fruit Loops. Anyways, it's just too much sugar. I just recently started using Bragg's apple cider vinegar, which is supposedly good for you. So I'm wondering, are these clues to things that we should take out of our diet or things we should add to our diet, just for consciousness sake? Anyways, the video is going a little long, so I'll go ahead and end it here. Remember, if you don't do it, then who will? Peace out, guys.